Hello, Warriors of Light, and welcome to my 14th podcast of 2025 and the 66th one in the series. So today, I will be commenting on one topic from the Japanese Final Fantasy XIV official general forum: the new PvP changes, the return of the Borderland Ruins campaign, the upcoming Hatching Tide event, the Immerse Gamepack sale, the new additions to the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game, the new graphical updates, the new Final Fantasy XIV stamps added to the free social messaging app called Line, the partial release of patch 7.2 known as Seekers of Eternity, and the new additions to the Eorzea cafes in Tokyo. Today is April 5th, 2025. So, this year I will randomly pick general official forum topics in different languages and give gamers my thoughts on them. So, today I will be commenting on a thread from the Japanese forum titled Maboroshi Sujaku no HP ga Akiraka ni Takasugiru Ken, or translated in English as the HP of the Phantom Suzaku is obviously too high. That was created by a user named Exilus. This thread was started in March of 2025 and goes over the extreme amount of hit points given to Suzaku in Hell's Kier Unreal. So, this thread was one of the first to discuss the new Unreal trial for Hell's Kier. Unreal trials are similar to the extreme trial versions in the past, except the DPS checks can be exceptionally difficult. As I was reading this thread and others, a lot of gamers are not clearing this battle and becoming frustrated. So, I highly recommend gamers pay attention to their gear, food, and abilities used during this fight to avoid an enraged moment with Suzaku. In addition, gamers can also use grade 7 medicines for strength, dexterity, mind, and intelligence. These medicines will boost your character's main stats for a brief period of time and can be stacked with food. So, in closing this part, I highly recommend gamers to take a look at this Japanese discussion and others on the official forums and participate in the new Hell's Kier Unreal trial with these new tips in mind. So next, patch 7.2 brought a variety of changes to PvP. New PvP role actions were made available to Frontline, Rival Wings, and Wolves Den Pier. Each role has 3 new actions, and 1 may be selected for use. In addition, Series 8 was introduced and will continue until the release of patch 7.3. Like the previous series, gamers can earn series experience points and increase their series level by participating in any PvP duty. As gamers increase their series level, gamers will be able to obtain rewards, like the Feigning Fainting emote, Fields of Glory Framers Kit, Clockwork Oppressor Minion, On-Cell Hacker Framers Kit, and the Magitech Slasher mount. So, moving on to my next topic, the Borderland Ruins campaign has returned and is quite different from the original. Gamers can expect a slightly adjusted terrain and key locations, and personnel displacement panels have been added to teleport players to the Heliodrome when weaponry is deployed. In addition, the amount of tactical points awarded has been adjusted in accordance with the number of key locations occupied. Also, gamers standing near the flag of key locations will be buffed with the status Sheer Will, greatly increasing their damage dealt, and interceptor commander systems will now be deployed. These new systems will use perimeter cannon, and by absorbing this attack, gamers may increase their rating and gain tactical points for their team. I highly recommend gamers to participate in this campaign for the rare achievements and Series 8 experience points. Next, the Hatching Tide event begins April 9th and will end on April 24th. To participate in this event, gamers must start a quest titled In Pursuit of Excellence by speaking to a character named Jilly Aliapa in Old Gradinia. Gamers must have a character at level 15. I highly recommend participating in this event because of the rare Archon Egg Parasol. So next, the Immerse Gamepack for Final Fantasy XIV is already on sale and will end on April 13th. Gamers can obtain a 30-day free trial of this add-on for the Windows version and experience the world of Final Fantasy XIV with immersive 360 spatial audio on headsets and earphones. This add-on was created closely with the official Final Fantasy XIV sound team to craft a spatial audio experience that delivers the best immersive sound. I highly recommend gamers try the 30-day free trial and experience this groundbreaking audio technology. Next, The Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game is already out, and gamers can pre-order new editions now. This tabletop role-playing game allows gamers to experience Eorzea from a whole new perspective. Gamers can step into the shoes of an heroic adventurer or assume the game master's mantle, and then cooperate to forge your own unique stories within the vast and exciting universe of Final Fantasy XIV. The new editions will be available in a scenario and game master guide and provide gamers with game data and lore for over 130 types of monsters, as well as special rules including interactions with allied societies, weather mechanics, and more. It also provides helpful examples and informative cheat sheets for game masters looking to host their own exciting adventures. The guide also contains 3 new scenarios set in Heavensward, 11 encounters based on in-game fates, and battle data for creating especially challenging battle situations. In addition, the deluxe version will further include over 430 tokens to represent monsters and NPCs, and 8 illustrated battle maps to represent the terrain of different scenarios. I highly recommend gamers that love tabletop role-playing games to add this version to their collections. So, moving on to my next topic. Patch 7.2 also introduced new graphical updates. Shadow quality has been adjusted, and multiple light sources are now factored in when casting shadows, leading to improved shadow quality for characters and mounts, in group pose, and in certain cutscenes. In addition, model quality, texture resolution, and material qualities of faces have been greatly enhanced, and texture resolution and material qualities of gear have been refined. Gamers can visit the official Lodestone website to get further details. Next, Final Fantasy XIV has released new additions to the free social messaging app called Line. Gamers living outside of Japan can download the Line app through the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. The development team added 40 new stamps and emojis that focus on cute minions and unique main story characters. International gamers can enjoy conversations with family, friends, and other warriors of light with familiar main story characters like myself, Minfilia, Tataru, and others. International gamers will be able to find more information and can get more details from the Japanese Lodestone website, or by downloading the free social messaging app and clicking the relevant Final Fantasy XIV links from the Japanese post. Next, Patch 7.2, or also titled as Seekers of Eternity, was partially released last Tuesday, and included new main scenario quests, new Corn Servant side quests, a new dungeon named the Underkeep, a new Unreal trial for Hell's Kier, and a new trial called Recollection. So later into the next few months, gamers can expect a new field operation named Crescent Isle, Mirage Island. In addition, a new cosmic exploration feature will be added to allow gamers to explore other planets and use robotic mechs in some way. Gamers can also expect Mamul J Allied Society quests and more Hildebrand adventure quests. Furthermore, phantom weapons will be obtainable through new weapon enhancement quests by working with Geralt Blackthorn, the legendary blacksmith for all relic weapons in Final Fantasy XIV. Lastly, 2 Eorzea cafes in Tokyo will add new novelty coasters, more beautiful artwork, and a brand new menu. Now until April 7, the Eorzea Cafe in Akihabara, or the Electronics Mecca in Japan, and the Eorzea Cafe in Osaka will host these events. Gamers that live outside of Japan and are interested in these upcoming events can make travel arrangements through Rakuten Travel and book both tickets and hotel rooms. And that's all I have for my 14th podcast for 2025. If you enjoy my podcasts, you can subscribe to my English podcast channels on YouTube and Rumble, and my Russian channels on RuTube and VKontakte. Also, you can follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, under Dynamis Ryne. Each week, I try to answer comments and questions found on my channels through my weekly podcasts. Feel free to post on my social media platforms and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.